C. Safety rules.
In this section, we want to show you the main norms and minimum requirements of health and safety for the use by the workers in work teams. And also regarding the design, the manufacturing of machines. In addition, we have added more safety characteristics to the platforms which may be very useful. In the spirit of the law, without doubt, this is the one to avoid as far as possible: injuries to workers caused during the course of their work. Obligations on the matter of training and information. The employer who hires a worker is obliged to train him or her and to inform him or her on the risks and safety measures, always in writing. Nevertheless, in case of an accident that a worker may suffer, although he or she has been properly trained and informed, and to whom all the appropriate equipment has been given, a magistrate will determine who is responsible, whether this be the worker or the employer. Obligations as to the general minimum safety measures on the access platforms so that the product may be validated with the EC marking.
Common elements regarding minimum safety. Electronic level.
This consists of an electrical device by means of which the platform is prevented from raising a worker on an uneven surface. The use of self-propelled platforms with incorporated stabilizers allows us to work under these conditions without any risk for the worker.
Compulsory buttons.
The machine will have to be equipped with some devices that prevent the platform from being set in motion by accident. This is intended to prevent the worker who is in the basket operating the controls involuntarily by fainting or through any other unintended action, thereby setting the machine in motion and possibly causing an accident. Each manufacturer may choose whether to set a worker on board pedal or a button placed on the transport controls or on the higher steering board. That is to say, it will be necessary, apart from moving the control, to press this button in order to set the machine in motion.
Automatic brakes.
Their function is to brake the platform as soon as the transporting control of the machine ceases to be used. If the machine is broken down or has run out of fuel and we wish to move it, we must first unlock the brakes.
Unblocking braking device for self-propelled machines in general.
The self-propelled system on these machines may be of two types.
Hydraulic hydromotors.
Thanks to a hydraulic circuit, the hydromotors create a circular movement that gives traction to the tyres. The unblocking procedure consists of loosening the screws that are to be found on the lid of the transporting hydromotors and to turn them over onto this lid in order to unblock the machine. Then the machine may be retrieved from where it has broken down and may be causing a hindrance.
By means of a differential group, or two, if the machine is 4x4.
For machines with differential groups, which normally carry the brakes with them, the procedure normally is to hit a device which projects out through the axle to unblock the brake, although the best thing is to look at the manufacturer's instruction manual.
Sturdy or filled tyres.
The tyre will have to be sturdy or filled with polyurethane foam on the self-propelled machines. This is in order to avoid a puncture, causing the machine to overturn, which may cause a worker to fall if being transported in the elevated position. However, the machines that need hydraulic stabilizers when elevating do not have to carry sturdy or filled tyres. Examples of such machines are the trailer or truck mounted ones. The sturdy tyres are used for machines that work on compact and smooth ground. A filled tyre comes from a normal tubed tyre that is filled with rubber, thus creating another inner tyre. These filled tyres are used for machines intended to act similar to a Land Rover, thus allowing a better grip on the ground.
Anti-return valves.
These valves prevent the falling of the arm due to the breakage of some hydraulic component and consequent drop in the pressure of the circuit. The safety valves must always be located next to the hydraulic cylinder.
Emergency lowering manual pump.
Several different models may be found, their location and lowering systems depending on the manufacturer. The most frequent, and at the same time compulsory, is on the base of the machine. This makes it easy for the operator to remove anyone who has suffered an accident by using the controls situated on the base of the platform. Additionally, during the use of the access platforms, apart from the personnel that handle the machine, there should be personnel on site for possible emergencies. The pump may also be found on the board of controls in the basket. The lowering system may be by gravity or by the use of auxiliary pumps with 12-volt power or manually operated. Its function is always to lower the platform when a breakdown occurs or in case of power failure.
Ignition key.
Normally located on the board of controls at the base of the machine, it may also be found on the basket as an auxiliary feature. On batteries or electrically operated machines, these are useful, as one may choose where the machine is going to be operated from, either from the ground or from in the basket, apart from originating the contact. On diesel machines, they are useful for starting the combustion engine. Each manufacturer is free to situate it in the most convenient place.
Disconnecting batteries device.
This is not compulsory, but it is convenient in order to avoid involuntary movements in case of a breakdown or when the machine is at rest. It also means that the batteries will not be using up power when the machine is not in use for certain periods of time.
Acoustic and lightning warning signals.
The access platforms will have compulsory acoustic bleepers that warn of the presence and the motion of the machine. The acoustic signal is located on the base of the machine, since the warning signal is intended for passers-by. In cases where the machine is working in areas shared by other vehicles, it will also be necessary to install a rotating light signal to indicate its presence while parked at the workstation.
Risks of falling and cutting.
The platform should carry adhesive stickers that warn of the dangers of cutting, falling or crushing.
Permanent danger warning signal.
These are adhesive stickers on the machine, mainly on the sides of the moving parts.
Rated load in basket.
The access platform should have an adhesive sticker on the access to the basket in which it shows the maximum permitted load that may be elevated.
Dashboard loading controls in basket.
For scissors-type platforms, the CE marking is compulsory, and on platforms armed type it is compulsory for baskets with surfaces greater than 1 square metre. This device detects when the maximum load in the basket is over the limit, thus preventing it from being raised until the necessary weight is removed and the load does not go over the indicated level.
Safety harnesses.
These are not compulsory, but are recommendable in some cases for reasons that we will explain. But before that, let's see the most common types of harness and their definition.